Hey guys, this is your 1.4 rational expressions with an S. An expression is different than an equation. In equation, we always have an equal sign. You have an equal sign for equation. Compared to expression, it is all you can do on an expression is simplify. You simplify an expression, but you solve an equation. Therefore, a rational expression is an expression that can be simplified. All you got to do is simplify integers that are written as a fraction. So this one you will simplify. Compared to rational number, it's just a ratio of integer. This one is the ratio of integer. So this one is just a ratio of integers. This one is an expression. It can be an equation over an equation. For example, on problem number 1, here is something that I can call a rational expression. Let's go ahead and simplify that rational expression. Alright, the first thing I would do on this is try to factor the bottom of each and the top if possible. So this is equal to x squared minus x minus 6, two numbers that the product gives me negative 6, the sum gives me negative 1. That will end up being x minus 3 and x plus 2. If you have problems factoring, you need to come and see me so that we can take care of it. So all over these notes, I will assume you know how to factor. Now on the bottom, I have x squared plus 2x. I can factor an x, and I will have x plus 2 again. I will multiply by, on top here, I will have an x squared that I can factor out, and x plus 1 will remain. On the bottom, I will have an x minus 3 and x plus 1. At this point, I can simplify. If I decide to simplify, x plus 2 will go away with x plus 2. X plus 1 will go away with x plus 1. Now, I also have an x minus 3 that will go away with x minus 3. Well, I'm left with x squared over x. If I take away the power, x squared over x is nothing other than x. All right, let's look at the second one. The second one says x over x squared minus x minus 6 minus 1 over x plus 2 minus 2 over x minus 3. Well, first thing I would do is try to find the common denominator. So I will factor this expression, the very first one. It will be x over x squared minus x minus 6. We factored it before. It will be x plus 2 times x minus 3. It is minus 1 over x plus 2. And I will have it minus 2 over x minus 3. Well, the first expression has x plus 2, x minus 3 as the denominator. To find the common denominator, the second expression is missing something. What the second expression is missing is the x minus 3. So I will give it on top and bottom. The last expression, on the other hand, is missing the x plus 2. So I will multiply top and bottom equation by x plus 2. Now that I have a common denominator, I can just go ahead and combine the top here and finish it, meaning I will have x minus x plus 3 minus 2x, and do not forget to distribute this negative as well. So this negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 3 gave me the positive 3. And negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times the positive 2 will give me negative 4. And on the bottom, I still have my x plus 2 times x minus 3. Well, this is still equal to, I combine like terms, x minus x will go away. The 3 and the negative 4, I will end up with negative 1 minus 2x over x plus 2 x minus 3. At this point, all I can do is factor a negative 1, but even if I factor that negative 1, it will not help me to simplify this answer. So this is my final answer. Let's look at problem number 3 now. On problem number 3, What I would prefer to do is have a single, I can either have a single fraction above and a single fraction on the bottom to do the copy change flip, or I can just simplify the top, simplify the bottom, and have it as a ratio. I think that would be the easiest way to solve this. In order for me to cancel this A and B on the bottom, I will go ahead and multiply the top and the bottom by the common denominator, meaning AB. So I'll multiply everything here by AB. Same thing here, everything by AB. I'm multiplying by AB. It will cancel this bottom, but yet the top will remain as B times A minus B. So I can expand it. And if I expand, let me just write it first. B times A minus B minus, this one will be A times A plus B. And on the bottom, I will simplify the B, so I will have A times A minus B plus B times A plus B. Let's go ahead and go distribute this. I will have AB or BA, same thing, minus B squared minus A squared plus, actually it's minus AB over, if I distribute on the bottom, I will have A squared minus AB plus AB plus B squared. So I can simplify now. If you notice, the AB and the negative AB will go away. Same thing on the bottom. So I have on top, I can factor a negative. That will be negative A squared, negative A squared plus B squared inside the parenthesis. And on the bottom, I actually have A squared plus B squared. Well, at this point, I can simplify, and my final answer will be a negative 1. Let's look at the last one, problem number 4. I have x minus y over x over y plus y over x. To solve this problem here, what you can do is, let's go ahead and multiply again by the same, the bottom, meaning the denominator, the common denominator. Now you can look at this as x over 1 minus y over, I will write a big fraction, x over y plus y over x. Now I will multiply the top and bottom by xy. Or you can find the common denominator here and do the copy change flip. But I prefer to multiply by xy. So I'll multiply the top one here by xy, meaning everything, and also here by xy. If you complete this operation, you still remain with x over 1 minus, this time you have xy, normally is y squared, over, here xy will go away, you will have x squared and y squared. Well, with the x squared, y squared, I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. You have x squared plus y squared. Alright, at this point, all I have to do is find the common denominator. So I'll multiply top and bottom one here by x squared plus y squared over x squared plus y squared, and minus xy squared over x squared plus y squared. Now I can distribute at this level, and if I do distribute, I will have x cubed plus xy squared minus xy squared over x squared plus y squared. Well, x squared, xy squared, and xy squared here will cancel. So my last or final answer here would be x cubed over x squared plus y squared. If x is, at this point, you can break it into 2, but there's no point into it. So I will leave this as my final answer. Once again, if you have any problem with factoring, bring it to me or come to me and we will solve that.